Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Rich Lee here, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the changes that have been made to career mode for FIFA 16. First up then, I'm going to take a look at the feature that I think is the most important, and that is player training, a new feature where you can develop up to 5 players at a time. You can put a player onto a training drill such as one-on-one defending or a dribbling course, and it improves their attributes in certain areas. You can do the skill challenges for yourself, or you can simulate them, and I think that this will be a very important feature to utilise for developing young players. With the current youth system, for instance, if you promote a player after May, their physical stats generally don't grow, but with player training, you'll be able to put them onto an individual training routine, and this will help them develop their physical stats and help address one of the problems of the youth system at the moment. Another key improvement to career mode then is the introduction of pre-season tournaments. Instead of just taking part in regular pre-season friendlies, you can take part in friendly cups, and there's prize money up for grabs, so if you're managing a smaller team, this can be a very good way of improving your budget, so there's far more incentive to do well in pre-season now and take your friendlies more seriously. And attempting to make the game a more immersive experience, commentators will now start talking about key storylines throughout the season, talking about new players and what's been going on with their performances. That's kind of in the game already at the moment, but obviously that's something that they've worked on to improve, and it'll be interesting to see how that's implemented into the game. Another change that's been made to the game is that you can now sign free agents outside of the transfer window. So if you're managing a smaller club, you'll be able to use the money that you pick up from winning cup games, turn that into wage budget, and pick up some awesome free transfers. Scout reports have also been improved. Transfer budgets will now be more relevant to the club that you're managing, and also a percentage of the remaining budget from the season will carry over to the next season. At the moment that doesn't happen. You can get around it by turning it into wage budget and offering it to one of your players, but there's now going to be an official way of doing it, with a certain percentage carrying over into the next season. Improvements have also been made to the loan system. Short-term loans are now for a 6-month period, and you can also loan a player for 2 years. Again, I think that's a good change when you're managing a lower ranked team, because sometimes you can get a player on loan and the next season you won't be able to get them back because their parent club offers them a new contract, pricing you out of the market and not allowing you to bring them back the next season, whereas now you can get a player on a 2-year loan and you won't have to worry about not being able to afford to bring them back the next season. In friendly matches, you'll now be able to make as many substitutions as you like. Before, it was limited to 3, which was quite annoying, but now you can make as many as you like, and I think that's an absolutely brilliant change. Finally then, there'll be more realistic transfers and improved player transfer values, although we'll obviously have to wait until the game comes out to see how that works out. So those are the changes that have been announced so far to career mode then. I was kind of hoping that there'd be an overhaul to the youth system, but that doesn't seem to be something that they've talked about, so it doesn't seem like the youth system will be changing, although that's perhaps something that they'll look into in the future. So let me know in the comments section what you think of the changes to career mode for FIFA 16. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.